Prince Redeemed, BFB, A major. Yeah. Focus. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Sophia Duke Radio Show with my brother Prince Redeemed representing, and we are 1 month away from celebrating the 7-year anniversary of the Sophia Duke Radio Show. Woo-hoo. We have come so far. Prince was on the show last year. We had a very good time, but we've got some new and exciting things for you this year, this week, a big week for Prince, and I want us to feature your new single, Grind Mode. When the first time I listened to it, I was like, shoot, I'm about to be a thug for, I mean, not really, but in my mind I was like, I could be a thug for like 2 minutes and I have to, go back to being my little country self, because I can't do thug life. But for 2 minutes I thought I could.
Yeah.
Is that okay to have?
That's
okay.
Fine.
All right.
Yeah, we cool.
We cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's grind mode.
It's grind mode. Focus. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about?
What? Yeah, no. Okay.
I'm not gonna throw up gang signs.
I don't know how to.
There you go.
West side?
Yeah,
what is that?
Well, if you do it west side, it's gotta be a W straight up. That's
like
east side.
No, that's east.
Yeah. That's the east side.
And I had to move my finger up. I can't be no thug. I'm trying to tell y'all. We gonna dive into grind mode.
Grind mode, yes.
Prince don't know. His first interview was easy.
Hey, I was born for this.
Oh!
Established 1986.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about them shirts in a minute, because I'm gonna have to get me one. In the beginning of the song, you mentioned BFB. Big Faith Boys, and A Major. Shout out to AJ, wish she was here today. AJ, how impactful have both been to you at this current time in your career?
Well, I can say I start with AJ.
Okay.
Because AJ being A Major Music Productions, throw that in there. If it wasn't for him, then the sound, it wouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, Prince Redeemed just with no engineer, it's just like building a building. If you can have the blueprint, but if you don't have no engineer to structure it, it doesn't make sense. So, AJ has been very impactful in my life because this is not the first time. Yeah. I've been rocking with AJ since Braveheart days, him, Jody, and Lil Frey. Yeah. So, just watching him grow and me and him linking up at pivotal times in our lives, to grow together, it really been impactful. And as far as BLB, Big Faith Boys, another plug, it's been an opportunity to plug into something that's powerful. Outside of being able to plug into something that's not powerful, you can't grow. And I think connections is necessary, to make potential. Anything like, take a toaster, for instance. A toaster is a toaster without having to be plugged in. Right. As soon as you plug it in, it can operate to its full potential.
That's right.
So that's what BLB has allowed me to grow into who I really am as an artist.
Yes.
So that's been very impactful for me this time.
Hey, Major, I'm still waiting on your interview. Been waiting 4 years on you.
4 years.
I think he's scared.
Ooh. Hey, Major scared? Ooh.
Can we edit that out?
No.
No, that's gonna say okay. It's been a long time. It's been a long day. If you ask me how we doing, I'm gonna tell you
we straight.
We straight. What's the road been like for you as a group to say we straight?
Man, if I go all the way back, we'll be here for some time. But I'm gonna start right where I feel like God has allowed me to go from being homeless, in Jacksonville, Florida, from being homeless all the way to the different experiences with my wife, all the way up to where we are. And the reason why I say You know, if you ask me how we doing, I'm gonna tell you that we straight. It's the same thing as if somebody asks another person, you know, in church, it's like, well, how you doing, blessed and highly favored? Well, you ask us how we doing, we straight. Because a lot of times people will stand back and watch you go down. And they only watching you to go down.
Yeah.
But then when you start, God start bringing you back up, they want to come back around just to find out, not really how you doing, but to see where you are, to see if you still down. And so we, you know, at certain times people come around just to, when I know, when I know, through the spirit of discernment, when I know that they just want to see something, you know, have information to talk about, we straight.
It's called being nosy.
Yeah.
Mind your own business. How you doing, Sophia? I'm straight.
See, exactly. Ask us how we doing. I'm tell you we straight. Straight. That's all you need to know. We straight.
We straight. What? What you want from me?
So,
I mean, right?
Right.
I'm focused. Is you focused?
Exactly. Focus season.
My mind on go and ain't letting up now. Prince in grind mode.
Yes.
Our wonderful pastor, Ron Copperter, who we love so much, you know, he speaks heavily on the fact that we should have our mindset first on where we want to be before we even get there. He talked about that today during service. What visions did you see that led you to a grind mode mentally to complete this Focus Season album?
The word grind itself, acronym, get ready, it's a new day. Every time, like, I feel like people sometimes, like what we heard today, sometimes you'll give up in your mind and you won't even try. I could have gave up when I was on drugs. I could have gave up when I was homeless. I could have gave up when I went through the divorce. I could have gave up when I stopped breathing during surgery. You know, I could have gave up, but I believe, me personally, I believe in order for a person to move forward, you got to move forward in your mind first. So Focus Season was completed in my mind before it was ever completed physically. So
you're saying it's okay to, you know, I want my radio show to be a syndicated radio show. So it's okay for me to really feel in my mind that we are all across the world, because one day I'm going to get there. Exactly. I believe the Bible says, so a man think in his heart, so is he. So I believe as long as you can see it in your heart, in your mind, then it's already yours, because the Bible says in Hebrews 11, now faith is the substance of all things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. It might not be seen by people around, but it's seen by you because you have the faith for what it is that you are believing for. And because you have the faith for it, it's that substance that you can hold on to get you to where you're trying to go. Jesus. I see why Apostle Ron be using rude. I'm like, honey, if I was like rude, but ugly, just dirty teeth, rotten teeth, dirt on my face, and hit on Boaz. Jesus, he looked like a piece of fried chicken. You just made me hungry. I'm sorry. I'm showing out. I'm not supposed to do that, okay? Overcome everything, don't believe lies. What are some obstacles you faced during this journey on this album? Because this is a big step from your previous album. Man, Prince. Where did we start? like I was saying last year about this time, me and my wife was moving into selling our home. And once we sold it, you know, we was excited and everything. Then once we got to where we was going, the whole bottom fell out. And we had to end up staying in a hotel for about 16 days. And we was pretty much homeless because we didn't have nowhere to go. Nowhere. You know, and it's a lot of money for 16 days to live in a hotel. Yes, it was. I'm sorry, that's not cheap. Maxing out credit cards and it's like unwanted debt. The debt that we didn't plan for, it came about. But since we was going through that, it was still a point in me saying, okay, babe, something on the other side of this right here is preparing us for something. Because the Bible says, count it all joy when you fall into various trials. It's a testing of your faith. So we know that it was testing us. We didn't know for what. But like I always heard Pastor Ron speak, when you go into a battle,
it causes you to focus.
It does.
So the focus season, it comes from us having to focus.
You gotta fight your way through the battle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
only thing I believe is what I see inside. Don't have time to be what I be in time.
yes.
What a powerful statement. One line. Can you expound on that? What do you want me to know about that one line?
I don't have to try to be something that I'm not. And only way I know who I am is when I find myself in God.
But a lot of people are like that though. A lot of people are fake.
Yeah. Because they don't know who they are. I had to find my identity. It's like the prodigal son. The prodigal son was in the pig pen. He had a sense of who he was, but it wasn't until he came to himself. It didn't say the father showed up to him. It didn't say the brother showed up to him. It didn't say nothing. It was when he got isolated. Me being homeless was my pig pen, and I had to find my identity in God. And once I found out who I was, I understand that it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time.
It does.
Because the Bible says seed, time, harvest. We are like God's seed in the earth. And it only is a matter of time before we can harvest our true identity. So I could just be patient. Let patience work its perfect work. And in due time, I will be slowly. I become slowly who I already am. So that's what that line means.
So talking about seed, because this is one thing that you talked about in your interview with us the last time. You were all about kingdom seed harvest, and I think that's kind of what we're taught in today's time. And you said, I'm a seed to the earth. Let them throw dirt. You really want your enemies to throw dirt at your seed? Hold on. I'm getting somewhere. How do the challenges make you grow as the seed you mention? Because I'm a country girl, okay? I come from grandparents and great grandparents, phenomenal farmers. They can grow anything you can think of. But it takes time for me to work my seed to get my harvest. But if I don't see nothing in a week, I'm done. I mean, right?
Yeah.
So what challenges? I don't know if I want you throwing dirt on my seed. That's mine. I paid for that at Lowe's. Just saying, I'm sorry. See, I'm acting up. But how do you manage those challenges when they arrive?
Understanding two things. The Bible says run with perseverance. One of the fruit of the Spirit. Run with perseverance, the race marked out for you. Romans 8:28. All things work together for the good to those who love him and are called according to his purpose. Now, if I'm running in my race, then it requires my perseverance and not no one else's. What's going on in my life works out for the good in my life.
Okay.
So when somebody is throwing dirt or doing something, all they doing is just helping. See, it's just like when the devil had to go to God and get permission to touch Job.
Yeah.
So the haters got to go and get permission and to throw dirt. Oh, but God got them on payroll too. They don't know it, but God got them on payroll to help the seed grow. That's what the planting of the seed. It's not so much as us going out planting our own seeds. Is that God already gave us everything we need on the inside of us. We just plant, let them throw the dirt, and then we harvest.
You throw the dirt at me all you want to. I take it.
let them throw dirt. Let them. That's fine.
In grind mode, you mentioned about building more brands.
Yes.
The brands that you represent, what do they mean to you?
It means a lot. A whole lot. Redeemed nation, because the Bible, the Great Commission, and you'll hear me, I reference everything back to the Word because that's what we're supposed to do. The Bible is a way of life, but redeemed nation is redeemed according to Psalms 107 verse 2. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so. So we got to go out, because Jesus said the Great Commission, go into the world preaching unto the nations, making disciples of men. So it's our job to carry the kingdom into the world, not so much as the four walls, but into the world, because in the Old Testament, nation, it stood for a group of people. So everybody has a group of people, or people that are called to them, and they are waiting on our voice. So it's very important that we understand that we are redeemed, so we can go and show others that they are redeemed. So that way, if everybody, like the Bible say, all joints supply. So if everybody get in their rightful place, then the nation can be redeemed.
Boy, Prince, on it.
Hey, focus season.
Focus season. So, Prince, let's talk about a line that you said, and you mentioned this special person in your interview last time. In grind mode, you said, could have lost my mind when my grandma died. And I know she was a huge influence in your life. Did you feel her spirit with you, in particularly to this album? Maybe to be more specific, in grind mode, because you mentioned her. You mentioned grandma.
Yeah. I can say I felt my roots with grind mode, because like I was telling my wife, before I even did grind mode, I would go back and listen to the very first song that I ever listened to, that actually propelled me into music. And I forgot the name of the group, but it's a old down home gospel song, where the thunder rolls. And just listening, I used to get in my grandma's lap and play this song over and over and over, and try to learn it. And I really loved it. And it was like my grandma, she taught me that song. And so when she passed away, I felt like I lost a best friend. I felt like I lost somebody that was close to me. But it helped push me into the person that I needed to be. And so I dedicate how I am to her, because she taught me a lot. So it's like, like I said, my mom was there, but my mom she was doing a lot, you know what I'm saying, as far as like like with working and going to school, trying to provide a better place for me and my brother. But my grandma was that driving force to keep me in line, and if it wasn't for her keeping me in line, then sowing that seed, it wouldn't have harvest in the grind that I have now. So that's why I mentioned her.
Ain't nothing like them grandmas.
Grandma keep you straight.
Well, I love both of mine. They get on my nerves. They straight up divas. Won't give me the cooking right at all. Won't give me the title. I'm still waiting on my titles, Grandma Della and Doretha. But they gonna give one of y'all gonna give me the title, because I swear I cook better than y'all. But we won't talk about that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a break. We're gonna listen to grind mode. Get your thug, take your glasses off. Grind mode. Prince D, Sophia D. Focus season.
Yeah. Chill. It's been a long time. It's been a long day. If you ask me how we doing, I'ma tell you that we straight. Jumping out the gates. My mind don't go. Ain't letting up now. Prince in grind mode. Chill. Prince. Hey. The sun gon' shine. Prince gon' ride. Overcame anything. Don't believe those lies. Only thing I believe what I see inside. Don't have to try to be what I be in time. Crown that birth and I found my worth. I was lost, no truth, refuse to say it. Excuse my views, don't get upset. These new rapper now don't get respect. To the people that hate it, hope that you hear this, can't cover your ears. Not take a listen, said I wouldn't make it your words, I embrace it. Excuse me while I give expositions. Told them I'm focused, I know that they notice the Bible, I told it, the cross I hold it. I am redeemed, my slave been clean. Ephesians 1:7, I quote it. These are my dogs, don't want your opinion. This is my heart, please don't get offended. Sharing my feelings, I am a feeling. Rap is the way I can present it. Took a little time, I found my lane. Notice my purpose in the midst of the pain. Don't run with the crowd, I'm against the grain. The lion inside can't be contained. Prince stay grinding, the light stay shining. Every day I'm reminded my past right behind me. Kingdom, I'm focused, I'ma search till I find it. The moment I find it, the moment I rewind it. I'm back in the booth, it's been a little minute. It's not just a hobby, it's food for the spirit. Rise and I grind, ain't wasting no time. This is my passion, I pray that you hear it. My mind don't go, I'ma go till I can't. Came too far, I know I'm on the brink. My heart was in knots, moved all the kinks. I am redeemed, don't care what you think. DLB brand, we grind with a purpose. Far from being perfect, we all been purchased. I'm coming to change.